So the leg got removed from Dead by Daylight. This character has been temporarily disabled and will be restored for use as soon as possible. And we all seen that question on the survey. I actually did just take the survey, and really it's not as bad as people make it out to be. They're looking at the survey, people are saying, "Oh my god, it's a survivor-sided survey," but like not really, because it's asking you, it asks you what killers you play, it asks you how you feel about those killers, what's their worst aspect about them, what's the most fair aspect about them. I think the survey is totally fine. I think that's a good survey. I think they did a good job on that one. But they did say what's the most frustrating killer to play against, because they said they're going to get rid of Legion, rework them, bring them back. I personally don't think that they're going to bring him back at all. I think they're just going to leave him out of the game mode permanently, because really, how I don't know how you could rework him fundamentally enough for survivors to end up liking him, unless you like get rid of his deep wound mechanic entirely. I just don't know. Maybe if you made it like a two hit and then it's an insta down, he's not chaining and snowballing and injuring the whole team. I don't know. My guess, though, I think who's next on the chopping block if they do remove another person is going to be the Oni. I see a lot of survivors complaining about the Oni nonstop, saying that he's in his power all game. He's constantly running around the map, insta downing people. But you know, it's kind of funny because people had a problem with the Legion Oni duo, and I even see killer mains talking about Oni Legion, Oni Legion. It actually wasn't that strong of a combo. You're just thinking about it in your brain, and you're not looking at it objectively, because Oni and Legion was not that strong of a combo, because Oni, when he injures a survivor, he gets like three-quarters of his power bar. However, if he injures a survivor that was injured by leaving, 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 yeah, Legion is leaving the game. No, but if Oni injures a survivor that was injured by Legion, he gets like an sixth of his power bar, maybe even less. So, in a scenario, in a bad scenario, Legion injures the entire team. You down one, down one, down one, down one, down one. Now you got your Blood Fury and Demon Dash. However, if you don't have a Legion on your team, say you have like a Slinger or a Hillbilly, you injure one, now you're in your power and you're downing people. So the combination wasn't really that strong. When survivors were injured by Legion, they dropped less blood orbs when they're injured by Oni. But I still think that survivors are going to complain and get Oni removed, because I mean, if you ran into a really good Oni duo in this game mode, yeah, he can definitely be oppressive if the Oni knows what he's doing. I mean, I play Huntress nonstop, and a lot of times I'll see him chasing somebody and I'm like, damn, I really want to hit that person with my hatchet to help him out, but I know if I do that, he gets way less blood for it. So I kind of have to corral them into him and let him get the hit so he can get moving. Because that's a big problem I see with Oni, is a lot of them struggle very hard to get their first hit and get their power rolling. Especially when you have classes like Escapist, where it's a literal free, it's a get out of jail free card every 20 seconds, instantly, boom, 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 boom. You're immediately gone. I think Escapist needs to be changed, honestly. That class is so insane. But yeah, after that, speculating who would be next to be removed, I think they would bring Oni back, though. I just don't think they're going to bring Legion back, is the thing. I just don't know. I just don't see, you know, maybe it's just me being dense, but I don't see how you can bring him back, honestly. What could you change about him? You know, I don't know. But I think just for the top three who would get removed, I think if anything, those are probably the two most I could see as frustrating killers. Maybe Blight. I don't really think so. I don't think he's that strong in this game mode. Maybe Dracula, but yeah. I kind of just wanted to talk about that real quick because, you know, I've been slacking lately. But yeah, but like I said, I thought the class, or I thought the survey was fine. I don't know, people are making a big deal about it. It was asking what was the main problem for killers in 2v8, what was the main problem for survivors. Did you like the classes? Do you hate the classes? Why are you playing? What are you expecting from the game mode? What do you think the kill rates are? What do you think they should be? You know, I thought they were solid changes. I thought they were solid questions all the way around for the most part. But yeah, it was even asking which killers you thought were fair, the fairest to play against. It wasn't like what's unfair about him. No, it just asked what is the fairest killer to play against. And I said Wesker, because Wesker does seem the fairest. You know, he's got a single target focus. He can't injure multiple people very quickly, and he's a 115 when he needs to be. So I think a survivor would view him as the fairest. And then I put Huntress next because she can injure multiple people,
Who the
and
fuck
then,
rebuilt
you
this?
know,
Okay,
you
okay.
can run her around a loop a million times. So I think survivors might find her fair in that way. So I was kind of trying to look at it from the survivor perspective, but I don't know. I guess if we're looking at it from the survivor perspective, Deathslinger might be fair because you know, just whoever's the worst killer, right? But yeah, I just wanted to talk about that real quick and kind of speculate who's next. I think Legion's first, Oni's next to be removed, and then maybe Dracula or Blight. But yeah, like I said, Legion probably won't be back. But yeah, that is it for this one. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you have any ideas how you could fix Legion for 2v8. I really don't know, honestly. But yeah, that is it for this one. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, do that good stuff. I'll see you guys in the next one.